A little toasty today, huh? Look at these high temperatures. This is without the humidity factor and without the moisture. 90 in Lapeer. Well done. The summertime feel for sure. Close behind, 89 Pontiac, 88 in Troy, 87 in Adrian, Monroe, and Howell, 86 in Detroit. Toasty stuff indeed, and it felt hotter than that because the dew points were and still are very high, mid-60s to about 70, so that makes it feel hotter than it really is outside. But the heat index is the number, not only today but tomorrow and for several days to come. That really matters. Still feels like 80 in Detroit, temperature 78, feels like 78 in Howell right now, 81 in Monroe, temperature is a couple degrees cooler than that. But your body can't cool off because there's too much moisture in the air. You don't get that evaporation, so you feel hotter. Your body senses it as hotter, and that's going to be around for a while. Outside this hour, looking across Southfield here, 78 degrees. There's that dew point at Metro, still at 69. South winds at 7, not really enough to help kind of give you relief. It still feels like 80 degrees outside. Going to get worse, I think, tomorrow with the moisture, and still the heat's about the same, so that's going to provide fuel for storms. Showers and thunderstorms around Coldwater, slowly moving from west to east. I think those will fade. Lenawee, Monroe, maybe southern Washtenaw, Wayne County, get a shower, maybe a clap of thunder, and then a little tiny bit trying to pop up here. I think there'll be a few in the thumb going by tonight, just not a whole bunch overall. But tomorrow, it's this storm system. This was in Minnesota last night with a number of tornadoes. It's down here in Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. It's going to head to the northeast and be our issue around here tomorrow. Here's the cold front. Tomorrow morning never gets through, and then that next system pushes it back to the north, and we stay in the hot and sticky weather. And as we get past 5 o'clock, this line will be organized, I think, and coming through with a lot of problems concerned about that. So the first line comes through, could be a second line as well. This will probably be moving through the metro area somewhere from 7 to 9. By 10 o'clock, most of it's done. This is the front kind of shutting things off at 2 a.m. And then on the backside, there might be a leftover shower, maybe a clap of thunder on Thursday. That will not be a concern. So let's go through the threats individually here. The wind threat is up to 30% within a few miles of your house on the west side. We don't usually get that high of a wind threat, and not only is it a higher threat, but the winds themselves could be, we usually talk about 60 is kind of the threshold for severe weather. These could be 70 or higher. So there's a concern. That's the number one threat. Hail to an inch is about double the chance, especially on the west side, that we normally get. And the opportunity just to have a tornado is about double than we usually get. The tornado threat is usually from about 6 o'clock, or should be from 6 p.m. to about midnight or so as that strongest line moves through. Very heavy rain expected. The flash flood risk, street flooding on a scale of 1 to 4. We're at a 2 tomorrow. We don't usually get that high either. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of areas go 1 to 2, maybe some spots to 3 inches in a short period of time in the evening. Overnight tonight, 71 for a low. Tomorrow, 84 for a high. And looking after that, 90 to 95 Saturday through Tuesday with a lot of humidity as well.